Hey guys, how are you? So, sorry, I'm still like, I just finished working out. And, but what I want to talk to you guys, it's not about a workout. It's about my 60-hour fasting. I just finished today. Yes, it is my second time doing it. And I feel amazing. But let me tell you, it's not like super easy to do. I have definitely some amazing tips for whoever is looking to getting to the reboot next month with me. Am I too far? Let me get closer, like that maybe. But let me tell you one thing. I posted a picture of me. It is a long time, summer, 60 hours, but it's totally do it. Yes, I'm gonna tell you why I did it. So first of all, I post some pictures of my before and after the 60 hours, and I was shocked because I didn't get into this to lose weight. Definitely not. I am happy the way I am. Like, I don't need to lose weight. I eat pretty healthy, but I don't eat 100%. Especially last week. I had a pretty hardcore week. I mean, I don't know. I wasn't on PMS or anything like that. It was just like, I was really stressed out with the house. I was really stressed out with food. I was drinking a lot, and I didn't feel like that was me. I was rather like sleeping than doing anything else. I stopped waking up at 5. I was waking up at 7 o'clock in the morning, which for me it's like 2 hours after my regular workout. My wake up. I wasn't reading my personal development books. I wasn't meditating, and there was something weird. Yes, Lulu.
The movie when Freeze had an avenue in the girl got you
Yeah.
bathtub and then
Sorry.
there were 4 pets
Yes.
in the tub.
Wow, that's crazy, Lulu.
And then they
So I felt, just a second, okay, sweetie? So I felt I was not balanced. That's one thing, but I actually already had scheduled my reboot first to start on the 11th. Why did I do it? I don't eat perfect, first of all. I don't eat 100% keto all the time. I drink, Dino, I drink beer. I don't drink every day, and I don't drink a lot, but I do drink. And I felt like I need a reset. And I think I know every time I reset my body, if I do that once a month, I will be more likely to keep on my native state than just doing like this. So, was it easy? No, definitely not easy. Did I have a strong why I did it? Yes, I did have a strong why. I needed to reset my body. I need to reset my mind. Like I said, I had a really tough week or 2 last week, and I really do need that. I really needed to feel like I want to restart. I want to start from fresh. I want to get my motivation and remind myself that I can do it. If I'm gonna do this every month, yes, it's on my plan doing every month, unless I spend a whole month traveling, and sometimes we do that, like I go to Brazil for a month, or like we go camping for like 2-3 weeks. It depends how it's gonna work, but my goal is to do it every month. Okay, so difference between last month and this month. Last month I did with my husband, and was great to have him, but at the same time I was so worried how he was gonna feel it, and like worried, like, hey, I know I can do it, but like I was worried that how was he gonna do it, and worried like about the time that he needed to eat and all that stuff. And this time I did by myself. I thought was so more like I was doing for me, just me. Was my time to do that. Okay. Summer, asking your questions. Why 60 hours did you study the length of the time of the fasting? I follow the Keto Reboot from Prove It. They were created by doctors and naturopaths. So I do have, I think, 2 doctors, a naturopath and a coach that follows us on that. Okay, so the reboot, it's not like I invented from my mind. Like, I am a health coach, but I'm not a doctor. So there's a lot that I don't know that a lot of, I don't know, but the doctors know, and health, like naturopaths know too. So I don't do it by myself. Okay, first thing, I didn't get that from my mind. It's I do everything with the doctors all together, and we have accountability group and all that, and follow up and all that stuff. So the first reboot, I did not take before and after pictures. I don't even know why. Second reboot, I did take before and after pictures, and you see the before and after pictures, like it was more here. I was super bloated before. I wasn't feeling myself. I even took a picture of my back. So like, you cannot do that when you when you take a picture of my back. Do you know what I mean? So everybody could see really the way my body was difference between those 60 hours. Is that a weight loss? No, it's not I don't believe that's a real weight loss. I think it's a lot of de-bloating. Okay. But what's gonna happen now? Now, my body gave the kickstart for this week and the following week, and probably in 3 weeks, like I will be on that same state, because I don't need more of the carbs. Do you know I'm over the hump? Do you know when you start a cleanse or a diet, that the first 3 days, first 5 days, it's really hard. So when you reboot with the 60 hours, you shorten that length of time. So I shortened that. I'm not craving carbs. Like today, I felt like, I really want to eat a bread. I make this keto bread, and with a little bit of eggs, I don't think I was able to eat, not even 2 eggs. And it was amazing. It was perfect for me. I did not need the carbs. I did not need that, because my body, it's rebooted. I did had a hard time, couple times. One of them was last night between, I would say 4 and 6. I was really hungry, and that was between my second Keto Max and my bone broth. By the way, the bone broth, the Thymore bone broth, it's amazing. Prove it. Please bring it to us. We want to buy every week because it's so delicious. So, but that 4 to 6 p.m. was really hard to me. But then after I had my my bone broth, I felt amazing. I got out of the house and I went to get my my yoga done. I went to hot yoga to get like more like sweaty out and all that. And then this morning when I woke up, I did wake up at 5. I felt really good. I did my my morning pages. I did my gratitude journal, but I felt really nausea. I felt super strained. So I had some electrolytes. This was about 6 o'clock this morning, and tons of water. And I went back to lay down on the couch. I didn't need to go to sleep. I was just closing my eyes and taking it in. And by the time the kids woke up, like I was fine. So probably I was dehydrated because of the hot yoga, and after hot yoga and going to bed, I did not drink enough water. So I know what it was, and I fixed the problem. Why do I know what it was? First, of course, I am a health coach. I studied that. But the second thing is, on our group, the Keto Reboot group, okay, the doctors and coaches and naturopaths that created this, they go through all those things with you. You know that if you feel that way, this is why. If you feel that way, put a little bit of salt in your water, or all those little things. Go for a walk. Go do a yoga. Take an Epsom salt bath. And all those little things makes huge, ginormous difference. And now what? What is the next step? First, the next step is keep eating the way I'm eating. What I call the keto-ish. I do a high fat, low carb. Okay, I don't substitute protein for carbs. I do a lot of fat. Like for example, right now that I just finished my workout, I'm gonna get it's an avocado with chia seeds and a scoop of Quest vanilla protein, which I love it, and I blend it and tastes like avocado cream. It reminds me such like a dessert from Brazil, which is delicious. I created an ebook that it's super awesome. Explain you a little bit of the ketogenic diet, explain you a little bit of the supplements, of the, like the ketone supplement, and explain you how you should be eating, and what exercise would you do will be good for you, when you should be eating, and when should you be drinking your ketones. There's even menus for those that like to eat, to follow a menu and don't really care about that. Like I have a hard time first tracking my food and following menus. Like when I used to work with a Beachbody, and we had those little containers, and that was so hard for me. I could never follow those because I just couldn't. I would get so stressed out to like measure the food and weight the food, and like that's just not for me. I don't want to live like that. That's not a way to live. But a high fat, low protein, high fat and low carbs, it's totally doable. You can go out to eat like that. Do you know? If you mess up one day, it's fine, because the next day you have your ketone supplement to drink it and you're back on track. Or if you had a week like I had last week that was a mess, like if you think about a mess in your mind, that's what happened to me last week. Like work got out of track, and kids got out of track, and laundry got out of, like everything was a mess. So I needed a reboot. And I think when I did that fast was not even just for the inside, but came from the inside out. I woke up feeling so powerful today. And the other thing was, I created a group chat on Facebook with the girls that wanted to be on this reboot with me. We were more than 20 on that group. And it was amazing. Every time somebody was like, hey, I feel like eating a cheeseburger right now, like 4, 5, 6 of the other girls would jump in and share love and support. And that was amazing. Like last night, I was just like, F word here and F word there. I just want to freaking eat. And like Zenaida, that should just jump in here, should just send me like, no, hang on tight. You can do it, girl. You can do it. And I just like took that love and that energy, even if it's like in text message, we can feel it, like all of that. And everybody telling us like what they were going through and how they were like how they're doing so much better than they thought. And this morning to wake up, because I'm in California and a lot of people are on the other side of the US. Like for me, I finished my reboot later than everybody else. So like when I woke up this morning and started reading my text, like everybody on that group feeling so like powerful, just saying like, hey, we did it. And that was never I did it. It was just like, we did it. We did it together. We did it from love. We did it from love from ourselves. And it felt so powerful. Even if I felt like this morning after reading that stuff, it's awesome. The other thing that happened this morning was my mother-in-law. She called me. She did it with me. And when she called me, she's like, do you have 2 minutes to talk? I'm like, yeah. She's like, I'm going to tell you, that was awesome. I feel amazing. And she actually going farther. She's doing a 3-week cleanse right now, the Dr. Young cleanse. If you haven't done that, it's amazing. It's hardcore, but it's amazing. So she's doing that, and she's like, thank you so much. And do you know what? I have a list of friends that wants to do that next month with you. And that pays out. Like, that is so awesome. Let me take a look here, have some questions. I stopped eating meat. Yeah, Summer, do you know what? I have a hard time with meat too, not with bacon. So, Summer, here, I have a hard time with meat too. I of course, bacon. I love bacon, but I don't eat that often, even if it's keto. But I'm not like, I try to, you know, do the more of the oils and the avocado for my fat. But I do, Summer, answering a question or just explaining my relationship with meat. I do not like meat very much. If I could, I would eat fish every day. Fish, shrimp, like seafood. That's my That's my gig. That's what I love. It's like a salad, asparagus, and then fish. I could eat that and avocado every single day, every single meal. But my body do need red meat. And I would say most likely twice a week, and I don't do that often. And I notice sometimes I'm like, whoa, what's going on? And boom, I know it's the meat. I know I need to get some red meat on me. So it's very important for us to listen to our bodies. Even if, like I said, like I don't love red meat, I would not go to a restaurant and order steak. This is not that's not my favorite thing in the world, but I do, like you said, I do have to come back and eat some meat when my body needs it. Even if the taste it's not my favorite, but sometimes like, hey, I want to feel better, and I'd rather eat food than take supplements. Like I think I told you guys a billion times here, but I don't take like multivitamins and nothing like that. I do take probiotics. I do take my ketones every day, and I drink like a protein. I go like back and forth between like a vegan protein, like pea protein or something like that, to whey protein. So like I go back and forth just so like I don't, my body doesn't get, do you know how I say, like, I like to change everything. The same way I like to change the type of probiotics I drink, okay? That's very important too, so your body doesn't get used to. And in the summer, I do take vitamin D because I don't get to be outside as much. So this is basically what I take. That's what I'm going to be taking. And I think I'm ready to talk so much. Bye, Summer. Anybody else have any questions? Let me look here. Zenaida, you explained so good that I was prepared for it. I didn't miss food that much and was so full of energy. And so let me explain you here about like being so full of energy and all that. I felt that on my first reboot, I felt an amazing energy on the second day. On this time, I felt like I had good energy, but I was moving slow, and I took that in. Okay, I'll help you. Come here, sweetie. Let's say bye to everybody. So it's depend on your state, but I definitely recommend for everybody. Bye. So I definitely recommend, just a second, I'm going to say bye too, to start with the ketones before you decide to do a reboot, because you're going to get your body used to that. All right. So if you want to try the ketones, I still have 10 until the 27th, I think. So I still have 10 sample packages to be shipped. I will ship that today. So if you want it, please send me a message and we can get into that right now. I'll send you the samples. You try your favorite flavor before you buy the whole box on my website. Okay? Any questions? Let us know. Can you give a kiss?
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.